So let's say you're into yoga or Pilates, or maybe you dabble in gymnastics like me. Either way, you know being flexible is key to doing what you love. That's why Smoothie King created this Stretch and Flex smoothie for people like us. With whole fruits and organic veggies, plus type 2 collagen. Make it part of your daily fitness routine to support flexibility and joint health. So try the Stretch and Flex smoothie in tart cherry or pineapple kale. Order online today for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Hike the trail? Check. Order takeout? Check. Schedule heart checkup? Done. We've all adapted to a new way of living. Keep your healthcare on schedule with Johns Hopkins Medicine, where your health and safety are our highest priorities. We're ready to care for you through virtual and in-person visits across Maryland and the greater Washington region. Your health, our experts, safely caring for you. Schedule your care now. Learn more at hopkinsmedicine.org/safe.
It is 27 minutes to 1 o'clock on Arts Cafe with Neil Doody. And as I mentioned at the start of the program, we spoke to Australian composer, classical composer Stephen Shields about his recent work. And after that, I'll play one of his pieces. This is Neil Doody for Art Sound FM, and this morning I'm talking to composer and musician Stephen Shields. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Neil.
And the reason why we're talking today in particular is that Stephen's been very busy in these times that we find ourselves. He's produced at least 2 new albums and a single in recent times. Do you want to talk us through what you've been up to lately?
Yes, what I've been up to lately, Neil, is I've been composing music. The first album and single I composed for orchestra, and I orchestrated my music myself. The second album, I did some orchestration and then was starting to move toward MIDI technology synthesizers. And the single I released yesterday called Judas was all cinematic music.
Oh, okay. I've had a listen to these things. In fact, we'll play Judas for the lunchtime audience after we've finished here, just to give you a taste of what you've been up to in recent times. And as well as this, I noticed that you've been busy with a lot of online activity, be that preparing ideas for people to study with. It's one of those things that in these times you probably have to be quite innovative about how to actually approach your art.
Yeah, so I've offered some freelancing work on Fiverr, so offering some orchestration, willing to teach clarinet, guitar, composition, music theory on Skype as well. So I'm preparing all that. I've got the Facebook and Twitter page, so people can stay up to date on what I'm working on, Neil.
So there's certainly a lot coming out at the moment there. I was just going to take you back a little while and talk about influences. Where are you coming from in particular? What are the things that drive you in terms of composition with both Judas and with the albums?
It's more coming from film music. So when I listen to video game music like Call of Duty, those are my influences. That's where I get my inspiration from. You know, the big composer like Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman, those are the musicians I look up to the most.
And with the material that you put together for the albums, is it one of those things that you think about in terms of the scores of those, whether other organisations and performers would be interested in taking them on? Is that the direction you're looking at?
That's the direction I'm looking at, Neil. I've approached some community orchestras. Some are, not influenced by it, but that's fine. Hoping maybe there's going to be a film producer who's willing to, use my music for a scene. And that's where I'm more looking at going.
And if people wanted to get in touch with you, you seem to be reasonably well connected on the internet. What's the best way to get hold of you?
My Facebook page, or you can message me on my Facebook Messenger, and I'm pretty quick to reply.
And if people want to search for you, what's the best way in terms of names?
Stephen Shields, so my spelling... my normal name, or you could search it in Spotify.
Okay, this is I before E this time, isn't it? Just to make life easy. Yeah. That's excellent. Well, I wish you luck with both these recent recordings and also where your career goes from here, and we look forward to hearing more of your output soon. Thank you for talking with me.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time as well.
I spoke to Stephen yesterday and recorded that. And we spoke about a single that he'd produced along with the 2 albums that he's been working on recently. Slightly different, more electronic rather than classical, but you can still pick up what he's on about there. This is called Judas.
Hi, Brian Leonard here. Listener contributions are a most important source of funding for Art Sound FM. We need the support of many listeners like you.
Whether you're having a not moving off the couch while you watch the game kind of day, or a no time between conference calls kind of day, it can still be a delicious Dunkin' kind of day. And with Dunkin' now available on DoorDash, it's easier than ever to get your faves brought right to your door. So if you're looking for coffees, donuts, and breakfast sandwiches in the morning, craving some afternoon snack and bacon, or in need of Dunkin' refreshers for a PM pick-me-up, we've got you covered. Order now and get your faves brought to your door through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Price and participation may vary. Exclusions apply. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hike the trail? Check. Order takeout? Check. Schedule heart checkup? Done. We've all adapted to a new way of living. Keep your healthcare on schedule with Johns Hopkins Medicine, where your health and safety are our highest priorities. We're ready to care for you through virtual and in-person visits across Maryland and the greater Washington region. Your health, our experts, safely caring for you. Schedule your care now. Learn more at hopkinsmedicine.org/safe.